Alright, welcome back folks to Age of Lemuria. This is what, episode 20? Yeah, this is episode 20, getting towards the end here now. Illusions, desperation, lack of death, mostly death. Yes, this is getting towards the end. I'm your host and DM, Lord Lucan. This has been a journey. I am excited to see where this will go. We'll see what happens, what choices are made. I quiver in anticipation. Speaking of choices, Hunk Papa, tell me about yourself. And who are you playing?
Hello, I am Hunk Papa, also known as Jesse Zelov. I'm a game master and author, and today I'll be playing Ulfgar Ashencloak, the Gatekeeper.
Yes. Leah, tell me about yourself. Who are you playing as?
My name is Leah, and I am playing Ava Fletcher, who once was a small-town girl, and now is in the big city, making a life for herself by launching an assault on a giant warship.
It's you've noticed that it doesn't have 120 men on board.
No.
It does not, no. Fortunately for you, it does not have 120 men on board.
I'm sure if we had more players, there would be 120 men on.
Who knows? So where did we leave off, guys? Where did we leave off in the last episode?
We just went below decks, and we're a little surrounded.
Surrounded? You mean you outnumber the enemy now? It's 2-on-2 now.
Let's see, do we need to do initiative again?
No, you are on top of the round. We left off with you.
Alright.
We currently have 2 soldiers who currently have out crossbows and are like firing at you guys through cover. They seem to be hitting Ulfgar pretty well. Need natural 20s, and they've been hitting him.
Yeah. Ava's not happy.
Continues tonight. Yeah.
Ava's not a happy camper. She's been looking like an idiot trying to shoot with a longbow and missing every damn time.
Yeah.
So now she's whipping out the glaive.
Awesome.
And Ulfgar's ancestors are guiding her, so she has an extra d4 to add to her attack.
Alright, so she will...
Well, you got a d4. So
you can roll it on both attacks too, by the way, if you're using extra attack.
What?
So
if you have extra... Sorry, go ahead, Lucan.
So the first one bounces off his armor, right? You hit his armor exactly. The third one, however, hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh.
Tell me how you kill this poor sailor who's like got his crossbow out, right? And you like slice at him and he dodges out of the way. But on your follow-up, you slay him. Tell me how you kill
this. Yeah, the first one like bounces off his shoulder, and then she gets mad, so she changes the angle slightly, and it goes down into the shoulder and cuts the jugular. And he gurgles and falls.
He definitely gurgles. He does collapse upon your weapon. There's currently one man out. He's like, oh my god, they're coming for me. Anything else, Ava, before pew-pewing starts?
Not at the moment. She'll mostly just turn and glare.
Oh, well. She has a lovely selection here. Highs or lows, it's Ulfgar. Highs, it's Ava. Ava, he aims his crossbow at you and launches a bolt your direction. And misses. Ulfgar, you are currently outnumbering your enemies 2-1. It's like pew pew pew. What do you do, Ulfgar? Who has this massive tower shield like placed in front of him? Okay, and it is a...
Hold on, that's not right. I clicked the wrong thing.
Radiance? Oh, that's kind of cool, too.
That's what was supposed to happen. Toll the dead.
Tell me how he dies.
That his spirit is once again ushered into the gates of hell, as it leaves his body.
He goes screaming. Yeah, it is currently your guys' turn. There is still a way down. Ava, roll me a perception.
Oh boy, she is very hit or miss on this.
You are
Poor Ava.
Yeah. The guy's gurgling, right? He's gurgling right next to you, slowly dying, and that's what you're paying attention to. You're not hearing anything else. Yeah.
Ava will probably at this point turn to Ulfgar and be like, "Are you okay?" Because he looks a little porcupiney at the moment.
He's got 2 bolts sticking in his shoulder, I believe.
He motions for her to back away from the stairwell, back onto the deck where we are now.
All right, she will do so.
Are we still in initiative, kind of, sort of?
Tell me what your intention is, and then we'll go from there.
He is going to cast a spell before we go down.
So we're still in initiative order.
Okay.
Alright, so Ulfgar, you cast a spell. What spell are you casting?
He is going to use a 2nd level spell slot to cast Minor Speak with.
Excellent. Let's see here. Okay. What are you looking for?
I'm asking the ancestors.
Would you like your
2
ancestors
questions.
to be present?
Yes, he is going to be manifesting them soon.
Which one are you manifesting?
He's going to be using all 3 of them in a minute, but any one that you want.
Well, you have 3, right?
I know, he's got a special trick up his sleeve he's going to activate that should summon all 3 of them.
Right.
But not yet. No.
Okay, not that one. Okay, which one are you going to do? What
let's just do Adra. The special trick I plan on doing is Spirit Guardians.
Excellent.
But not yet.
All right. Should I bring out the others while I'm here? I'll bring out the others.
You can.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. No. Why is it bringing out that one? That's kind of weird. There we go. Okay, there we go. A little bit of a delay there. That was kind of weird. So currently, 1 is with you.
Right.
Right. Just to be clear. These are for more generalized purposes.
He's going to ask.
Describe her as she appears before you. Ava, he's going off in La La Land as he's talking to somebody.
I think Ava at this point is used to it by now. So she'll probably use the time to catch her breath and maybe listen to see if any sounds are coming up from the stairwell.
Go ahead and roll me another perception.
Nope.
Ulfgar, what are you asking?
She looks like she's looking down the stairwell, but she's actually like listening to Ulfgar, but she doesn't want to be too obvious about it.
She's clearly staring at Ulfgar despite her attempting to be sneakiness. She's like, what is he doing?
So he begins speaking to Adra Witch Crusher, which is a younger-looking female dwarf with pale skin, white eyes, and white hair. She wields heavy armor and a maul. He asks her what the enemies are waiting down below, and if the tier is there.
She disappears for a brief moment. We'll go back to Ava. Ava, what are you doing?
Yeah, sort of. My body is faced towards the stairs, but like her eyes are sort of off to the side, side-eyeing Ulfgar and listening to him. But she's standing on the side of the stairwell.
Go ahead and roll me another perception.
Yeah. Nope.
I'm liking the start. Okay. All right. That's the last time Ava gets. You get 3 rolls, Ava, and you failed all through. Whatever Ulfgar's doing has got you fascinated, right? Absolutely fascinated. Let's go back to Ulfgar. She disappears, right? And then she comes back above the floor, and she says, "Humans, 2 downstairs. Stone. Gaia's tier."
He nods and thanks her. Then he walks next to Ava. There's 2 of them waiting below, along with my prize. Stay next to me as we approach, for we'll be fighting together from now on. He casts another spell.
What spell is this?
Spiritual weapon.
Excellent.
Ignore the attack roll. But he is going to summon his spiritual weapon.
You have a mace, right? I'll give you a mace. Or a warhammer, right? It's a warhammer?
It's a warhammer, yes.
It's a warhammer. Or should just do hammer. Hammers. There we go. That's actually pretty good. That's like a freaking maul. Yeah, we'll take that. Let's give you control over that, too. We'll give you control over your companions as well. It's not like this is going to be a big fight or anything like that. There we go. Make sure everybody's got control. You should be able to. Yep. Okay. What do you guys do?
Ulfgar will move at half speed, and he will take
Roll me
1
perception.
step toward. This is with the rest of his turn. Perception. Let me get to my core sheet. I should have taken my passive.
Excellent. Excellent. Are you descending down the stairs?
He's waiting for Ava to get into position. That's as far as he can move on his turn.
Okay. Ava, it is your turn. The stairs yawn before you. I think like we get this like at the bottom of the stairwell, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's dark, and we see like this like luminescent green glow, right? Ominous luminescent green glow, and that's all you get currently as you're staring down into the depths of the ship.
Ava will go and stand beside him.
Excellent. You stand side by side with your ancestors. And Ava, you stand side by side with your companion, Ulfgar.
He begins his descent.
Excellent. And this is where I tell you to roll me reflex.
Does he? He has dark vision. Does he see this coming? Sort of say.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
So still though, danger sense. Does that?
Maybe. Let's see. Take advantage on dex saving throws. Does traps and spells. No, not in this case.
Okay.
Because the trap is coming from the persons who have readied actions.
I will have a +5 to this though from being hunkered down.
It's an AoE, so don't worry about it.
No, but like from the shield, it gives
yeah,
you a +5 to dex saves.
Before you stands, well, let me tell you what happens first. Bump. 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, how much we got here? 5, 8, 11.
Fireball, huh?
Nope. 15, 17, 18. You take half of 18, Ulfgar, and then Ava, you need to roll me a reflex save too, right? You're within 20?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
It was a 10.
Ulfgar, you are not on fire.
Does standing next to Ulfgar do anything?
Sure. It will give you advantage. Well, actually, you're behind him, right? So he went down first.
From the tower shield.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she would be behind me.
Yeah, you get advantage. I will grant you advantage on this roll. Go ahead and roll me dex.
I already did.
What'd you get?
It's right below danger sense, so the advantage would be a 16.
You make it as well. You take half damage as well. As you walk down it, right? You notice somebody fire a single arrow of fire arrow straight into a barrel that's right next to it, right? And then explodes immediately, lighting this place on fire. You, Ava, are not on fire as well.
That's good, I guess.
Give me a second here, and I will draw the AoE fire. Let's see here. Targeted, centered on Ulfgar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've seen this before, right?
Yeah.
Up above deck, right? You saw the spewing forth of the pressurized Greek fire. And then down here, they had laid in a trap, right? And you had given them enough time to set this up. And what they did was they just waited patiently for the first person who they did not recognize to fire. And they lit it up. So this is currently on fire right here.
Is it still Ulfgar's turn?
Your movement, and now you may take an action. Because as soon as you walk down, that happened, and now you can continue your action.
Okay. Well,
So
did you want to
are
finish?
on top of the stairs.
Did you want to finish describing the room before I make my attack?
Okay, so what happens is as you're walking down, the floor lights up, right? Whoosh! As they had set up a trap, and I had given you guys plenty of opportunities to spot it. And in here, you see what appears to be like a metal room, right? And the far side, Ulfgar, you haven't seen this artifact in a long time. It is Gaia's Tears. You see a guy, currently, he appears to be some sort of captain of this ship. He currently has his weapons out. He has a dagger and a knife, or a cutlass and a knife. And the other one appears to be some sort of magic user. She has the symbol of the Holy Master out. The captain has like a red turban, and he is Albanese skinned, and he seems to be cloaked in exotic wares. He has leather or animal furs on him. And then this magic user seems to be like casting spells and is getting ready to do something. But it is not their turn. Let's see here. You also see several barrels. What appears to be, I don't know, something in these barrels. You also see... You see several paperworks that are currently being burnt. It's almost like the place is getting ready to go down. They've like started lighting stuff on fire, like secret documents, orders, commands. They've been taking care of business as you've been upstairs fighting the men. They were told by the pink sailor who came racing down. I told the captain. And where's the pink sailor now? Give me a second.
Was Pink Sailor upstairs already dead? Or did he stay down here?
I think he was down here, yeah. He was telling everybody. Paste. Yeah. Everybody. And just see if there's anything else important. Yeah, you see like treasure, loot, wealth. You see spices, exotic goods. You see a bear cloak or a bear rug in the center there, and you see some sort of what appears to be a bed made out of foreign materials that you're not quite sure what is. But this is what you see as you descend down, and then you see like everything getting lit up. This area's been cleared out specifically for you guys. Yeah. You still have an action, Ulfgar, as you descend down in here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide what that action was going to be.
That's a good question. What are you going to do?
Would there be a way for me to... so I've got this gem that I'm attuned to.
Yes.
That allows me to switch out spells damage type for fire.
Yes.
Would I be able to strike these barrels with my tearing chain and ignite them to spew this way? Like if I hit it the angle that he's at, would it just spew back onto us, or would he be able to hit it at an angle to spew this way?
So it'd be an AoE, right?
Right.
Whatever barrel you'd be targeting would be the center of the blast. So
Okay.
in game terms, it'd be a 20-foot radius, right? So it'd be 20 feet. Mind you, I mean, do what you want to do, buddy.
Would that set off a fun little chain reaction?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to decide not to do that. We are going
Do what you
to-
want to do, buddy. You can do whatever you want. This will be fun and exciting to see what happens.
I'm going to go with Toll the Dead on the spellcaster.
Excellent. It's a will save, correct?
It is.
Excellent. Oh, well, that's not too bad, actually. Oh, it's only +4. Excellent. Is that it?
And that's
God.
all he can do on his turn.
What's going on with this music? What happened to the music?
You changed maps, right? So it doesn't keep playing if you change maps.
My goodness gracious. My apologies, guys. Where's it at? Where's it at? There we go.
Oh, hold on. Something else I gotta do.
All right.
Okay, we're good.
It is the end of your turn, Elfgar. Roll me a
Yes.
reflex save.
I see it coming, yes.
No, you are still burning. You're in the middle of the fire. Roll me a reflex save.
I thought he wasn't on fire.
Now he is.
Oh, I see.
Wolfgar, you are currently on fire. At the start of your turn, you take the damage. Ava, it is your turn.
I'm not happy about any of this.
No, you.
And
no,
so-
you shouldn't be. You're getting out of the fire.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I'm
sorry.
going to get out of the fire and see the pink sailor that got away to warn them.
Yep.
I'm not happy, and so I'm gonna whack him with the glaive.
Okay. So are you going to double move to him and then whack him? Are you going to
Sure.
action surge?
I mean, I only need to go 30 feet.
That is true. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7.
There we go.
That bounces off his armor.
Then I will whack him again.
That hits him.
Wait, remember, you're still blessed, so roll the d4 for that first hit.
That is
I
true.
see.
Remember die 4.
And the die 4 you can
That
roll
hits.
for separately for both attacks.
Alright, so
Tell me how you kill him on the first blow.
just sort of go from the top down. Open his head like a melon.
He screams. Well, he doesn't scream. He just falls over dead.
And then how far is the reach of the glaive?
You have reach, which is 10 foot, I believe.
Aha! So,
Where are you going to whack?
I think the spellcaster looks a little more dangerous, so that...
Sure. And that second attack hits. Roll damage. Not a lot of damage on her. She seems to
No.
be quite a bit hardier than the others. She gets a cut, and she takes her hand and dabs it, and then she looks at you and she's like, It's their turn. The pirate moves up and he begins shanking you, stabbing. He attacks twice. Oh, 3 times. Attacks 2 with his cutlass and 1 with his dagger. He drops his cutlass.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, that's going to hit. But he hits you with his dagger. Ooh, max damage. Let's see what's the damage bonus. Takes 7 points of damage as he lunges into you with his dagger. You will have to pick up his cutlass on the next turn. She, getting whacked, she rubs her shoulder, and what's she going to do? She casts a spell. Roll me Knowledge Arcana. Both of you. Not sure what happens. She suddenly disappears. This was where she was last seen. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay, last scene right there. Ulfgar, it's your turn.
First, I take damage, right?
Yes. Go ahead and roll me a die 6. Your take 4 points of fire damage as the fire nips and bites at you.
As his movement, he's going to move out of the fire.
Excellent.
Still staying hunkered down. Bonus action, this is going to move up to the pirate. And attack.
Yep.
It's going to move there and attack.
That's a crit.
No, hold on, that's for my con save. Here it is.
Does
Does
he get any kind
bless
of?
get on that, or the bless effect?
So don't bother.
Does he get any kind of flanking, or no? He's not diagonal.
It's a weapon. I mean, if it would count, he would move it, but
I don't. I'd have to look at the spell.
and then for his
I would say
main
yes.
action,
I would say yes.
well, hold on then. Yeah, I can get there. For his main action, he is going to cast Spirit
So-
Guardians.
So would that make the 24 a hit though?
That would hit, yes. You can move that far. That's what we got.
It can move 20 feet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it double moving?
Well, it's like a floating weapon.
Yeah. But it can only move 20.
Mm-hmm.
It was right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Be right there. 20.
It can move that way.
Okay. There we go. Okay.
So 7 force damage,
He takes
and then he's gonna cast Spirit Guardians, which means the bless gets dropped.
Okay.
Let me output that as a spell card for.
Sure. Are you raging?
No,
No.
Oh.
but it should be able to still manifest them with this. I'll show you why.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah, does that work?
So you designate me as an ally, right?
Yes, of course.
Awesome. Awesome. Then he needs to make a wisdom saving throw, correct?
Yes, and take 18 necrotic damage, or half that damage.
He takes the full blunt of it.
So that's 18 necrotic damage as the ancestors manifest and begin pummeling him.
Yeah. He's like, "Ah!" It's like these spirits are like flying around him, right? Anything else?
If there's anyone else in the radius, they would also be affected.
Okay.
And they take damage the first time they enter it.
Yes. He needs to make a reflex save to put out the fire, right?
Yes. Actually, that's the standard action. So you don't have to worry about it. Yeah. You can
Okay.
either do two things. You can do a standard action to put out the fire, right? Or you can rely on your reflex save. You are still on fire. Anything else, Ulfgar?
Nope.
Ava, it is your turn.
How's this captain looking?
Okay. he's not bleeding. He looks a little beat up, but he's not bleeding. This is the captain.
Alright. Who dropped his cutlass
Yeah.
Also,
He'll pick it up.
like a loser.
if they start their turn in my aura, they also take damage.
So she will... did that show up? No.
Are you attacking?
Yes. She's... glaive thwapping.
That bounces off his armor. That will hit. Solid damage. He grunts. Ugh.
If you have action surge, you might want to... I mean, this is an all-out fight here.
Yeah, I guess so. So I will action surge and go again.
Well, unless Ulfgar starts raging soon, he may not be able to...
Ava, would you like to use your inspiration?
Yes.
Excellent. Burn off that inspiration for that crit. Tell me what this crit looks like.
She saw her first attack bounce, and her second one more effective. So she like lets out sort of a yell and goes sort of at his legs.
Excellent.
Oh.
Solid damage. Okay, now he's looking a little beat up. Now he's looking a little beat up. Alright. Anything else, Ava?
Not at the moment.
Cool. Let's see here. He takes the disengage action. Seeing that he's surrounded by enemies. Well, he
Hold
picks
on.
up his eye.
First, he takes damage because he's still in my aura at the start of his turn.
That is true.
Yeah.
How much damage does he take? He takes a will save, right?
Yes.
Will save. +0. Yep. He takes damage.
He takes 8 necrotic damage as the ancestors get one last swing at...
Oof. He's not looking too good. Takes the disengage action. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he says, "Do it! Do it now!" And that's when, from out of nowhere, a fireball hits you guys. Make a reflex save.
Ulfgar's still hunkered down.
Not that it's helping him any.
This is a dexterity, right? Not constitution?
I think he's gonna die now.
6.
Yeah, he's dead.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Take 28 points of damage. Take half if you save.
I saved, so what is that? 14?
Ulfgar has 4 hit points left.
I mean, that's why I said do it now. And all of a sudden, from out of the what appears to be nothing.
Does she reveal herself?
She does not. She does not. You may roll me knowledge arcana.
Both of us or just Ulfgar?
Both of you.
Oh, no. Don't do this, Google.
No.
Google Chrome is currently not responding, so give me a minute.
Oh, you're crashing.
Yeah.
Crashing. How you doing, buddy? Oh, this hasn't been this dangerous since you encountered what? The ghouls. Ghoul and zombie. Ooh.
There we go.
He may have to use his
I'm
channel divinity, which he has not yet used.
I have to pull out some shenanigans.
He's got one shenanigan he has never used.
I think that's a concentration check too.
It is.
Or you said Arcana?
There you go.
Nope. Well, no, I lost concentration, right? Because it's half the damage taken. He took 28. He would have to make a 4. I will use my inspiration to make that a 15 and succeed my concentration check.
Excellent. No
What
one has
did-
any more inspiration? Ava, you've heard of this before. You know this to be greater invisibility.
Alright.
You know that doesn't last long. However, in the meantime, it is quite devastating. Only the highest magic users can do this. Someone to protect something special? Anything else?
Whose turn is it?
It's Ulfgar's.
Okay.
Actually, he's down right now. That was all for nothing because he has to take fire damage.
That is true. You are currently on fire. Roll a die. Oh,
He has 1 hit point left.
oh, 1 HP, Ulfgar. What you gonna do, buddy? And let's see that reflex
So
save.
first,
Let's see. Oh my god, you see me still on fire? Oh no, that's a con save. Oh, that's for your concentration, yeah.
so
You're still on
we're
fire.
gonna do this. This is gonna be tricky, but what we're gonna do.
You're still on fire, Ulfgar. What you gonna do, buddy? You moved, yep. You can do a standard action to pat yourself down, or rely on your reflex save. Which has
I'm not
been
going
good
to
lately.
pat myself down. This is his last attempt. I mean, he's going to die now, so.
It's right there, Ulfgar. The stone is right there.
Trying to see what magic items if the claw can help him.
If the Spirit Gardens is still up, the captain just got back in it.
Yeah, so first well, I'm trying to decide if I'm going to make the captain dead right now, or if I'm going to use the claw for something. Let's just do the normal actions first, the bonus actions. So first, we're going to do a bonus action with the spirit weapon.
That's I believe, a hit. Yeah, that's a hit. He takes 7 points of force damage, yet he still remains up.
Is he still looking really good?
No, he's looking pretty bad now. He took a lot of damage last time. That's why he disengaged.
Then we'll do the spirit guardians. Let's see if he dies from the ancestor.
It's a wisdom save, correct?
Yep. Or take 18 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, this is going to be close. What's his wisdom? Ah, it's +0. He takes 18. Tell me how has your ancestors swarm and kill him?
The ancestors don't just attack the flesh, they attack the spirit as well, defeating his spirit while his body falls limp.
He crumbles. Ulfgar, you remain on fire. What would you like to do now? Tell me about
He
this
still
aura
has
first,
his
by the way.
main action.
Tell me about your aura.
The aura summons the ancestors to
When it
his
does
side.
damage, right?
Yes, the
When they
ancestors
first
are.
enter it, what happens?
When they first enter into it, the ancestors notice them and swarm towards their location.
Excellent. Okay.
And since he still has a speak with dead, he can clearly tell, communicate with them as well.
You notice that the ancestors start swarming this section right here. And somebody
Okay.
takes damage, right?
Hold on.
Yeah.
This is where I ask if I can do the shenanigans.
Let's see
I've
what
got a
shenanigans.
special ability that I have not used that I hoped you'll let me use here.
Okay. What's these shenanigan abilities?
Channel the divinity, Path to the Grave. Starting at 2nd level, you can use your channel divinity to mark another creature's life force for termination. As an action, you choose the creature you can see within 30 feet of you, cursing it until the end of your next turn. The next time you or an ally hits the cursed creature with an attack, the creature has vulnerability to all of that attack's damage, and the curse ends.
So you do not see this person. However, you know their general area.
So would you allow me to use this ability in this situation?
If the ancestors can see it, and he's channeling divinity of the
and
ancestors.
He can speak with the ancestors as well.
I will allow this cheese. Because I feel pretty nice today. I feel like this is his last hurrah. Yep.
It's the same damage, so it's still the same 18 necrotic.
Excellent.
So if she fails her save, she's going to take 37 necrotic damage.
Holy shit, for real?
I mean, it's full vulnerability to the damage.
Okay, let's hear this. See the shenanigans.
I mean, this is his last hurrah. He is tearing her soul from her body, and it happened.
How much
with
damage
the
do
ancestors.
you do? It's full vulnerability to any attack. Okay. This is some shenanigans right here. And it's only 50%.
She takes 36 damage. It's double damage, so she takes
Excellent.
36 points of necrotic damage.
Excellent. She is still up.
Does it break her concentration, though?
That is an excellent question. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, she becomes visible.
Oh no. How is she looking right now?
Oh, bad. Really, really bad.
It's up to you, Ava.
So yeah, it's your
Oh.
turn.
Oh.
She appears, right? She appears.
Ulfgar's got 1 hit point. He's not going to make the next
Ava.
round. It is up to you.
Ulfgar, I need you to roll me a reflex save. See if you're still on fire. You're fine.
Didn't he-
The fire goes out. Ava, it is up to you. It is totally up to you. I know what I'm
Ava,
gonna
no.
do. If she survives this, I know what she's gonna
Ava.
You have one
Pull out
chance.
The Fey arrows. And she is going to take aim. Is that one hit?
do. It misses.
And so she'll fire a second. Oh god.
Ava, that hits.
Oh god.
Roll it.
No.
Yes, roll it. Roll that damage. And tell me what exactly happens.
Shoot, if this is more powerful than the Spirit Guardians, he should have just waited and cursed her for dude double damage with whatever this arrow does.
Ava, you need to roll me a die 100.
A die 100?
Yep. Even I don't know what's going to happen.
Well, yeah, no, never mind.
Interesting.
So,
Do you want me to read it out for you?
Yes.
You send cold energy coursing through a creature that you can see within range, causing it searing pain. The target must make a Constitution saving throw. It takes 7d8 plus 30 cold damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. A humanoid killed by this spell rises at the start of your next turn as a Fey that is permanently under your command, following your verbal orders to the best of its ability. See Ranger's Animal Companion for these stats.
What is that?
What is 51 What is 51?
Give me a
I
second.
don't know.
What this is. I don't know what this is.
I guess I didn't really need to make her vulnerable to 78 plus 30.
She's gone. She's dead. She's no longer with us. This makes perfect sense. I had no idea what this is, but this is very, very amazing. A female form, right? So she like collapses, right? And she dies into a puddle of water. From this puddle of water springs forth a female form. Roll me knowledge nature as this creature begins to solidify before you. I don't know what this is.
Does Ulfgar know?
Ulfgar, yeah. You do not know what this is, Ulfgar.
So does the arrow that missed, that's used up, so I only have one left?
Yeah, that one, you only have one left, yes. Interesting. Let's see if I have a female form that will fit this. She smells like salt water. And we can drop out of combat.
Ooh.
Ulfgar takes a step back. And he'll walk back over to Ava, still with his shield ready, with the ancestors summoned. He's still got spirit guardians up. He is thankfully no longer on fire. He has 1 hit point left, and he doesn't know what is happening, if this creature is still hostile or not. So be aware, Ava, if that thing enters his range, it's going to start taking damage from the ancestors.
Alright,
Unless you explain to Ulfgar what's going on, it's going to start taking damage from the ancestors.
Oh god. I'll sort of look at her and say, who or what are you?
Ava, where are you?
I think I'm...
This watery liquid form, right, begins to solidify. And it appears to be like of elven. So let me read it a little bit. She's strikingly beautiful. She has like this wavy appearance to her, as if she's not completely solidified, right? She turns and looks at you and she says, Who are you? Are you my mother?
Ava will sort of freeze and say, my actions have given you this life, so I'm gonna have to say yes.
I think she like looks at you, right? And like she approaches. Ulfgar, do you turn off your stuff?
Ulfgar for a second will look to Ava before to see what she wants to do. She never explained what's going on, so
She'll sort of put an...
as far as you know, a spellcaster just turned into a freaking water elemental is going to start laying waste to.
No, this
She'll
isn't a water elemental. To be clear, this isn't a water elemental.
But she melted and then reformed in a body of water into this.
To be clear, she died. Like there is no ifs, ands, or buts. That was a clear death. But she transformed into this.
Her energy was reconstituted.
So, does Ava want Ulfgar to drop this?
Yeah, she'll put a hand on his shoulder and sort of make a gesture, like, to cut off, that tells him to sort of lay off and let her approach.
She approaches you, and you feel this sensation, right? Ulfgar, are you hostile? Here's a good question.
He's more
Are
cautious.
you potentially hostile? Would you roll me a wisdom saving throw? You make it. You feel like this charm, this unnatural charm.
Oh, if it's a charm effect, I have advantage also from being a Durgar.
Yeah. You feel
So
this
be
unnatural charm. Just an aura around her. And you're within 30 feet. Yeah, you're within 30 feet. Just like staring at her, right? This just naturally happens. Ava, you are immune to this. And she approaches you. And she hugs you and she says, "Thank you, Mother. What is your name?"
I am Ava Fletcher, and do you have anything you'd like to be called, or?
You are my mother. Give me my name.
Oh, Jesus. Let's see. Ava actually, so if she's looking at her, she'll see she looks elven, correct?
No.
No?
You don't know what she is. She appears to be in an elven-like form,
Mm-hmm.
but she's liquid-like, right?
Yeah.
She's like made of the constitution of what used to be human. So she would have a mixture of salt water and water, right?
Mm-hmm.
She seems to be translucent, yet solid.
Is the ship still burning?
Yeah, that's still on fire. It's not spreading. It looks like it's contained in that area, but... Yeah,
Okay, so the whole ship isn't going to start sinking, right? If we don't put that out immediately?
Oh, this is made out of iron.
Right, but you said earlier, you made it sound like the whole ship was going to start coming.
So if you lit up all the fuel in here, you would literally be making a kindle.
Like an oven, right?
A kindle is where you, like, burn metal.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you'd literally be making a kindle. You'd have like a funnel of the two stairwells. It would literally make a funnel. It would become super hot,
Where would you
really quick.
So...
Wait, okay, we need the scene between mother
yes.
and daughter. Wait, and then we'll get to you.
I just want to
know
make
you're
sure that
waiting.
we weren't going to burn alive.
You're not going to burn alive. No, I'm not that cruel. It's currently blocked, right? Currently it's on fire. Because don't forget upstairs, the pitch is still burning as well. So we have this scene, right, of fire and water and Ava, right? So we have this backlit scene of Ava, right? And this watery, beautiful female creature comes up to you, Ava, hugs you and calls you mother.
Ava speaks Elvish, so she'll call her Alu, which is Elvish for water.
Alu, spell that, please.
A-L-U.
She smiles at this and says, "I am Alu."
And so Ava will look around
Oh my gosh.
at the room on fire, and she'll say, Alu, can you extinguish these flames?
She looks at you and she says, "Of course, mother." You notice like rain start to like dribble down from the top of it, of the stairwell, and it seems to like be like snaking around, And it literally lifts up the burning pitch, right? And lifts out the burning pitch with the oil, right? So the water literally picks up the burning pitch and takes it out of the roaming knowledge arcana. Actually, this would be knowledge nature. Both of you. I think she like does this effortlessly, right? At an at-will skill. This is insane. Incredibly powerful, though. No! Everything's still recording? Okay. Uh-oh. Am I crashing? I might be crashing. We'll see if Roll20 can catch up to us. But she does this at will and literally lifts the oil pitch out of the... Okay, everything's back. Yay! Kind of. Everything went blank and I can see people. There we go. What did you guys roll?
I got 15.
And Ulfgar doesn't know.
Ava, you're fairly confident that this is control water. And the fire goes out. I think we can end that scene, right, Ava? As we turn the camera over to Ulfgar and his ancestors, right? Ulfgar, before you stand something incredibly recognizable. Yeah. It appears to be the Tear of Gaia.
What is this book resting in front of it? Is that just the spellcaster's spellbook?
No. That disappeared with her. This seems to be some sort of grimoire in regards to some sort of ritual text. You're not quite sure. Are you going to open it up and read it?
He is going to take a glance at it, yes.
You open it up and and literally begin discovering how the humans have harnessed the power of the Gaia Sphere. It is literally what's keeping this ship afloat. Roll me a knowledge intelligence. What would this be? Investigation. Let's see if you can figure this out. Yeah, you don't. You're too excited. Literally, the Gaia's Tear is sitting right next to you. And your ancestors, right? Your ancestors are all around you, like patting you on the back and congratulations, and says, Ulfgar.
He is going to examine this. He wants to make sure that...
Sure.
Well, I don't know what other proof he needs, but he...
Roll me a stone cutting.
That would be a 20.
This is a stone cutting, not a history.
Yes, so it's a history check with advantage with double his proficiency. So it's a...
Yeah, you know what this is. This is Gaia's Tear. This is what you've been looking for.
He knows
on this platform.
He knows at this point if he takes it, the ship will start to sink. And this ship could be very helpful getting to Fort Malgrave to end the exile machinations. But he also has 1 HP and is exhausted from the fight.
This is close, Ulfgar. This is close to dropping you. I allowed that shenanigans. You're lucky, too, by the way. She had a fireball prepped for both of you on the next turn.
Yeah, I knew if I couldn't get her in that aura, it was not going to be good. It was going to be all over if I couldn't get her in the aura.
And Ava saw Ulfgar with 1 HP, so basically, like, just.
Yeah, I mean that was your backup plan about to go down.
Mm-hmm.
is going to smile at seeing the tear finally. But he's going to sigh and walk back over to Ava, knowing that there's not anything he can do about it at the moment in his state. And needing the ship. If he takes the stone, the ship starts to sink. We could make it back, but for what? He goes back to Ava and... Lass, finally.
She is currently embraced within this creature's embrace.
Ava will do, the pat, there.
He'll give them a few seconds, but if it
I
drags
imagine
on
she's
like
a
a
little
30-second to a minute.
I imagine she's a bit chilly to hug.
She's not actually. She's I guess human temperature? Literally human temperature currently.
I've finally found what I've been searching for, but yet it is still out of my grasp. If I were to take the stone now, the ship would begin sinking, and us along with it.
Ooh.
I think the ship would be useful for us for a time, but I guarantee you that this object will be coming with me. So for now, I suppose, as Ulfgar pauses and looks around, this now belongs to the dwarf.
Ava Golan, she has no real problem with that.
Now it's a matter of keeping this place, keeping this boat. I need a good rest, but we need people to man the ship.
Do we have a signal for the rest of the resistance? Do we change the flag to fly their colors?
Ulfgar pauses for a second. He doesn't recall setting anything like that in motion. He just remembers wanting to obtain the tear, and now that he's got what he wants, he doesn't really know what to do. He kind of shrugs at Ava. All I have left at my disposal is some more rituals to cast and thaumaturgy, but that's all that I have available.
Just a handful of magic corn. Let's see, so Ava will sort of put an arm, like a hand on Alu's arm, and say that there will be time later, but for now, there are other people who are in danger and fighting, and we need to make sure that our actions here were not in vain.
Thus, I need a place to rest for the night.
Yeah.
I can contact the captain in the morning, and I believe him and his crew might be interested in such a fine vessel we have acquired.
Well, Ava will sort of, nod her head to the fancy bed that happens to be in the very room we're standing. And she'll tell Ulfgar that she will go up on deck.
Everyone roll me perception as you're, talking.
That's not good. This isn't over, is it? That wasn't really the boss fight. There's a sub deck we haven't discovered yet.
That's when you guys spot the treasure trove of goodies. This seems to be a treasure trove. You find approximately 125 gold pieces.
Well,
1,250 gold pieces. Assortment of gems and jewels worth approximately 800 gold.
Ulfgar is going to rummage through the gems. What kind of gems are there? Are there any rubies or said
that specific that you're looking for? Give me a okay. So declare and then roll me a percentage dice.
Rubies.
Okay. Roll off. I think there's going to be rubies. Yep, there are rubies. Remember, it's 800 gold pieces worth. So, how many rubies do you want out of this treasure?
Let's see. Our group is significantly smaller than it was. Let's do 4 rubies, and I don't think they have to be very expensive. Let me look and see. Oh, nope. They're expensive rubies.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's why I was asking. What do you want out? Got 800 to spend. What do you want out of it?
He wants 4 rupees.
How much are those worth?
Hold on.
Ava, are you looking for any gems in particular?
I'm gonna see. Not really gems, but there was gems and was there any gold pieces you said?
Yeah, there is 125. 125. And then 1,250 silver pieces and 800 gold worth of gems.
Then diamonds. Is it going to be 4 rubies and 2 diamonds?
Let's see what we got here. Give me that sweet, sweet roll. 32. Let's see what it is. Let's see what it is. Yeah, yeah. Congratulations.
You see Ulfgar carefully and meticulously trying to pocket the gems. These are going to be very, very helpful. You remember that he spent most of his time in Alkaline looking for diamonds and rubies.
Let's see, so Ava will take the 125 gold, but she'll leave the silver.
I mean, eventually this treasure can be ours, as a party, but he wanted to check the gems specifically.
Like, Gem. Greedy.
And then Ava will sort of want to take a look at the papers to see if there's anything at all that's salvageable.
You quickly realize that most of the paperwork has been trashed and burnt. So any orders, any marching orders, any schematics, any forethought planning, journals, etc. had been burnt. They have been taking precautions, right? They were trying to troop numbers, troop movements, goals. Any orders that were pertaining to the Inquisition was destroyed.
Anything that would be helpful to an uprising besides a big metal ship.
Yep.
And is there anything in like the desk drawers?
Roll me a perception.
Yeah.
Is that a crit? I think that's a crit.
Yeah, it is.
Awesome. Ava, as you're like going around, right? You quickly discover a sapphire. It seems to be like a paperweight, right? It's a sapphire.
She'll hold it up and sort of. She knows Ulfgar's interested in gems, and says, "Will this be helpful?"
Ulfgar, roll a stone cutting.
That's another 20.
Oh, you know that this is a prototype of some sort. The humans have been trying to manufacture what appears to be another tier of Gaia. But this is a failed experiment.
Yeah.
Appears they're trying to replicate the tier, perhaps with some form of transmutation.
We're not quite sure because all the paperwork has been destroyed.
Mm.
But it's.
I mean, we kind of guess that if they're making another metal ship.
Mm.
And the tier is how they made it. Ulfgar only knows of one tier of Ulfgar will search this desk.
Sure, go ahead. Roll me a perception. It's a trap! You found a trap! No. Congratulations, Ulfgar. Take 1 million points of damage! No, Ulfgar, you find a Mastercraft dagger. Oh, I forgot the captain's keys.
He went down on the edge of the... Or so he was like around here somewhere.
Okay. Nope, she disappeared.
Everything on her turned to liquid, right, and then reformed into her current form.
Yes. Yes. Very much according to that spell. On the captain, you find another 50 gold pieces, 100 silver pieces, a masterwork cutlass, masterwork padded armor, masterwork dagger, and strange doubloons. Roll me, what would this be? Knowledge, history. Not familiar with this currency. Ava, would you like to look at the currency?
If Ulfgar is sharing.
Yeah, I mean, he has no reason to keep anything from her. He's got 1 HP. You've just helped
Ava,
him
you can
obtain
literally
his
kill him
goal.
now. Yeah, you can literally take him out, Ava, and take it all for yourself. Ava,
Oh.
remember your time with the sailor? Remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think he showed you one of these doubloons, right? This is from across the sea, right?
Ah. So she'll tell that to Ulfgar. That this
from
is
the yellow men. Across the
the
sea.
yellow man across the sea.
Yeah.
Ulfgar doesn't really know what she's talking about. They don't have yellow men under the mountain.
Yeah, they don't. They literally don't have yellow men. And yeah. But that's what you tell them. And that's where these doubloons are from. It's the strange currency that Ulfgar currently has. The gold, the 50 gold? Yeah, the 50 gold pieces that he is not familiar with, is currently minted in some strange foreign currency. Ava recognizes it, but Ulfgar does not.
Is there any sort of hatches that could close off the stairwell? Does that make any sense? Like, is there any way to close off the stairwell?
No. It's a stairwell. Does it make sense?
Maybe Ulfgar can make something.
Does Ava see that he's trying to close it off?
Well, so Ulfgar will explain that he thinks we should get more of the resistance fighters on here to keep the ship, to make sure the ship is kept while they rest, while he rests. But he doesn't trust anyone down here with the jewels and the gems and the gold and the tier. So he wants to just block off this lower level with like a hatch door or something. that we can keep locked. Does that make sense? Like trying to create something just to, like part of the floor on the upper deck or something that would block off the stairwell to getting down here.
That makes sense. And let's see. So the whole mob we brought is gone.
Yeah.
No.
What?
Well, we have one person.
It's diminished.
Who can still water walk. We still have the dogs who can water walk. You can still water walk.
Abandoned ship. Just leave it.
No. I'm just saying we have some allies upstairs that we should probably let them know.
Like them to come down?
Ulfgar's very paranoid. He doesn't want the one survivor to come down this far. He's finally obtained his prize, and even though, because he's not strong enough to protect, he wants to do everything he can before he rests to ensure it doesn't escape him.
The face.
That's all it would take right now. That's all it would take. Is a crit from a peasant would knock him unconscious right now.
Oof. Ava will say that she'll go up deck and let them know that the fighting is over, and she'll keep watch at the stairwell while he rests if he would prefer.
We could try. Ulfgar could take a short rest and roll all of his hit die, and then he would have some health at least, but that's about all he's got. If he wants to get angry and punch some people.
So is Ulfgar taking a short rest?
Yeah, he's gonna have to.
Ava, what are you doing during this hour? I think Ulfgar's like reading over notes and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Talking to his ancestors? But what's Ava doing during this time?
So I would...
He's keeping, you notice he's keeping a close eye on the tier while he's resting, so he's trying to pour over the Grimoire and rest up, keeping an eye on...
Alright, so while he's resting, she'll sort of turn to Alu and tell her that we're upstairs and a couple more friends that she should meet.
She begins following you upstairs.
Yeah, and I would like to, when we get onto the deck, I'd like to introduce Spark and make it known that they are friends.
Are you going upstairs?
Yeah.
Roll me perception as you go upstairs. Interesting.
Does,
Oh, look at these. Those poor Ulfgar rolls.
Does Alu get a perception? Or is she just too entranced on other stuff?
So she's a newborn, right? So she doesn't know what she's looking for.
Oh.
Right?
Oh boy, what is happening? Okay, there we go. I'm no longer cloned.
Up above deck, you come up above deck, and it is misty, right? Raining. You see the mob, who's pretty worn out, right? They're
mob
hanging there. Well, I mean,
of one person.
Well, it was one person who was capable of fighting. It's still technically a mob, just really, really, really weak. You notice like the direwolf, right? He looks pretty bad, and then your dog Spark, right, comes running up to you. So he seems to be the most healthy of them all. Its tail, and it seems naturally attracted to Lulu, and Lulu's like petting the Feyhound, right? And she says, "Oh, you're hurt. Who did this to you?" And like the dog's like. And just wagging his tail, and she just like stares at it, and just the animal seems intrigued with her.
And so, Ava will smile, and she's glad they're getting along. She knows that the world's going crazy. At least people like to pet dogs. So she'll sort of introduce, just be like, Alu, this is my friend Spark. I found him abandoned and now he travels with us.
She says, really? He's found you? He's not lost.
She'll sort of smile in that way where you do when you just don't know what's going on, but you're just like, sure. And she'll say that there were not very nice people controlling this ship, and that we defeated them in battle, but not before many of our allies were hurt, including Spark and his friend the direwolf and the other mob people. But she'll sort of vaguely gesture at them, not specifically pointing them out.
So her, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's like, the mob is like taking care of people, right? Who are injured or was dying or is dying. They like stop immediately what they are doing, right? Despite like the circumstances, and they all stare at her, at Alu.
So Ava will sort of step up and try, not inconspicuously, but say, how fair your injury treatment? Is everyone alive?
They seem a bit beguiled by Alu's presence. They kind of don't even register like you talking to them. The direwolf, right? The direwolf who has 1 HP comes up to you and like is wagging his tail too. The direwolf doesn't seem to be affected by Alu's alluring presence.
Could Ulfgar whistle for the wolf while he's taking his...
He may with a handle animal.
Ooh.
You hear a whistle from downstairs, Ava, and the direwolf descends into the depths of the ship.
Yeah, 1 HP buddies.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Ava, I need you to roll me another perception.
Oh, brother.
Interesting. The mist clouds your vision as it continues to rain.
Oh, great. So do any of the mob look to be bleeding out while they're staring at...
To be clear, like some of them are literally like so enthralled by Alu's presence that they stop tending other people.
Oh boy, Ava will try and snap them out of it.
Sure. How are you doing this?
She'll sort of go up to them, either like snap her fingers in front of them or like shake their... But...
Are you attacking them?
No. Just interacting with them, which are not technically objects, but that would be the mechanic, I guess.
She says, Alu says, what's the matter with her mother? Why
And
are they all
Ava...
staring at me? And
Ava does...
They're literally all staring at her.
Ava has terrible perception, so she doesn't know. So she'll tell her, I don't know. They seem to be... Their mental facilities seem to be entranced by something. But hopefully there's not permanent damage from the battle. Does any of what I'm doing trying to help?
It does not.
Let's see, does Spark seem to be doing anything, or is he just happy?
Spark's just like wagging his tail, like so happy, so happy. Happy that you're back. Happy that Aluz, you brought a new friend, a new toy. Play with him. Yeah. Seem quite content. Spark seems very, very happy. A new friend to pay attention to me. Yay!
While Ulfgar is resting, can the direwolf also get some rest? Get the benefit of a short rest with him?
You may also roll his hit die. Give me a second here. I need to find out what his hit die is. It's just a normal direwolf. I think it's a die 8. No, it's D10s. Awesome. 5 D10s. Roll the 5 D10s. Solid. Promise you. The direwolf seems like to just, the burns and stuff like that. All of it was temporary. All of it was temporary.
It was just singed.
It was just singed fur. It looked worse than it was. Between the matted blood and everything else, it's but a flesh wound. It's but a flesh wound.
Ulfgar takes the time to pull the arrows out, knows that they don't go as deep as he...
Yeah, so people are continually staring at Alu.
Let's see, Ava will probably at this point, send Alu and Spark downstairs, tells them to check on Ulfgar and make sure he's not bleeding out on the bed.
As soon as the Lude disappears downstairs, like everybody starts to this. I was like, what happened? And then they return to what they were doing, and they were like talking about the pretty lady that they just saw, right? Everybody seems a lot happier, right? At her presence. Despite her beguiling presence.
Oh boy.
She was so distracting. She was so distracting that even the dying men were paying attention and not dying.
Is there a way for Ava to help with the patching up at all?
She may, yes. She may roll me a medicine check in order to aid. Let's see how many you can save, Ava.
Medicine, so that's survival?
No, it's medicine, I believe.
Oh, yeah, I'm blind.
Yeah, you succeed. Roll me a die 4. So there was one guy who was bleeding out really bad and took all of your focus. You were able to save one of the mob's hit points. One person you were managed to save who was going to die out, right? But you're like, tough it up, soldier. Well, actually, tell us what you do in order to save this person.
So she'll sort of do a little bit of a tourniquet, just stop the bleeding. And then she'll.
Oh, these are mostly.
It's not.
These are mostly.
Oh, yeah. It's not pretty. But let's see. She'll get some cloth that seems to be pretty clean, and she'll dampen it a little with the seawater, which will hurt when it puts on at first, but it'll keep it clean and help with healing.
For audience at home, never put seawater on a wound. Ever.
No?
But this seems to work. Can we cut over to Ulfgar and him with his ancestors? Is Ava doing anything special? And I need her to roll me one last perception as we make it across. For the
Boy.
You probably want to succeed.
I really want you to fail this, Ava.
We should have had watches set up. Yep.
I really want you to fail this. Yep. Okay. Interesting. An hour passes by as you're attending people's wounds. I think we realize how they snuck up so easily on the ship, right? So like the sailors were talking and doing stuff, and nobody was keeping watch. And I think we're going to have the exact same reverse happening. Ulfgar, we get a nice scene, right? With you and your ancestors. So we'll switch over to here. I assume you're laying in bed, Ulfgar, right? With this big old dog, this big old direwolf laying on top of you. Or what are you doing, Ulfgar? What are you doing?
Oh, he was keeping watch over the tier. He was poring over the grimoire here while the dog rested nearby. He asked the ancestors to help keep watch if anyone enters, and he's talking with them about the tier and what could be in this grimoire and how it could keep the ship afloat.
Yeah. So what are you doing? During this short rest, you have it so close, and yet so far, just within reach. Your ancestors are around you, patting you congratulatorily for your successful mission. You have the Tear of Gaia. What is it that you say to them? I mean, this has been your goal. It's right there, right in front of you.
Finally, I will be able to return to our home and bring hope to our people at last.
They're like not in agreement. Like they have that like dwarven stoic expression, right? But I think like a few of them like kind of like break a smile, right? They have that stoic expression, but you know they got that like content, pleased look on their face, right? Like, Ulfgar, we always knew you could do it.
Those foolish humans trying to use the tier to keep a boat afloat of all things.
It is a silly notion. Dwarves were supposed to be underground, not floating on the water.
No, I don't believe we are supposed to be under the mountain, but rather control the mountain.
There's such power in that, Ulfgar. You now have two. What do you plan to do, Ulfgar?
I think it will be time to lead our people into their true calling for what our Creator had lined up for us when she birthed us so long ago.
You've done well, Ulfgar. What will happen next?
First, we must return to our people.
Shall we take it by sea?
We might, if it takes a dragon to take this down. I know the Green Clan will stop at nothing to prevent me from returning to our people. Especially once I have both of their prizes in my possession.
I think there's like a silence, right? We hear the pitter-patter of like the rain above and the crashing of waves against the hull of the ship, right? The ship moans and creaks as iron does, right?
How much time has passed at this point?
Oh, not much, like 15 minutes. I think like the ancestors like start to fade away, right, as your spell begins to dissipate. They say, congratulations, Ulfgar. You've achieved what few have been able to.
Will you help me keep my prize? Will you help me safeguard the tear?
We're always here for you, Ulfgar. And like they start to fade, right? We're always with you. Always. They begin to disappear. Ava, roll me a last perception.
Oh, Ava.
Yes. Yes.
Come on.
Excellent. So I get a lovely surprise round. I think this is what happens, right? Fun times, right? So, you guys remember that big blast of fire, right? At the beginning of the battle.
Yes.
Well, that kind of announced to the Inquisition that it was being attacked, right? And then this is their counter assault.
No.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. They get a surprise round. And I think that surprise round is that they are climbing the deck. So this is quite literally the reverse, right? And by the way, Ava, you forgot to unhook the ladder. And
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I
so
did.
they're literally going to use your same assault. Ulfgar, you are down below stairs. You don't know any of this is happening. This is delicious. Absolutely delicious. So you know how like the guys turned and looked at you, Ava, right? As you were climbing up, it was like, wait, how'd you get on board? This is the exact same event. Exact same event. As you turn and look, you were fighting sellers earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Now you are fighting Inquisition troops.
Yeah.
I believe you know what they consist of.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys got a short rest, so take that into consideration.
Do I get a short rest being upstairs?
Oh yeah, you were doing light duty.
Alright, let's then.
Ulfgar, you are currently below deck resting. Ava, you're above deck with currently the mob, which you have bandaged up properly, right?
Mm-hmm.
During this time, you didn't see the sellers go to the shoreline, get into boats, and then started paddling out towards you guys. The last one is when they started climbing up the Ava. For their surprise round, right? For their surprise round, they ascend the ladder of ropes. So I need to do some athletics here. Okay, one fails, two are one's up. Okay. Interesting. Ava, it becomes quite obvious to you when a flagellant appears above the deck. Roll that sweet initiative as the first of the troops begin ascending above deck. Ulfgar, you can roll as well. However, you are currently unaware of above the stairs. Somebody literally has to come down and tell you. Just like the pink cellar. You've got it. Now you've got to defend it. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh.
Yes. That's not too bad. Okay, alright, so it's not bad. So 20 for the flagellants. 13 for the acolytes. 1 for the faithful. 14 for the sister, and then 1 for the knights. Oh, I forgot the knights. Oh, 15 for the knight. I mean, you guys knew this was coming. Come on now. You guys knew that this was coming. Descending order. Or at least I tried to tell you. So the flagellants are up. They're going to start climbing. As they're making their way above deck. One makes it. Come on, roll 20. 2 makes it. And then I need a third one. See if the third one can do it. And he makes it. Awesome. So you see this horde of like wild-haired. You fought these guys before, Ava, on the streets. They're like insane soldiers of the Inquisitions. You notice that they are marred with two scars upon their foreheads. Ava, you are surprised as suddenly like this guy comes running up to you. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to double move up to you, Ava. Yeah. It is your turn. As he's like, ah! Just out of the rain and mist. Out of the rain and mist. I just change up this music.
Let's see, she'll yell as loud as she can to man the cannon. And hopefully someone will understand what it means.
Oh yeah, we need to add the mob to this. Can't forget the mob. The rain begins to descend once more. And what'd the mob get? A 7, okay. Currently nobody is aware of this current counter assault. It is your turn, Ava. What do you do? Currently, you are caught unaware as you see these men literally going the exact same direction in which you guys are have assaulted. What do you do, Ava?
Well, she'll yell to man the cannons, and she will disengage and head down the stairs.
Excellent. Upstairs, the battle begins. We will transfer you over to the med section. Below you, Ava, you see what currently is Spark and Alu, currently unaware of the assault that's happening upstairs. Yeah.
Let's see, so this is...
Delete those guys, you guys are right there. And then we'll take Ulfgar off.
So she has enough movement to get to the stairwell of the third row, but not go down it, and she'll yell...
Do you tell anything to Alu and Spark?
Not yet, but she'll just yell down the...
What is it that you yell?
Just yelling that we're under attack.
Ulfgar, your passive perception allows you to hear Ava quite easily as you are under attack.
And obviously Alu and Spark hear that because I'm yelling.
Oh yeah, they're right there with you.
Does Spark get to get his short rest, or does he get to...
So they now begin their initiative. So you've actually entered them into initiative order. Ulfgar, you've already joined into the party. Start with Alu.
I'm trying to say, does Spark get a short rest, and does he get any hit die back?
Yeah, roll it for me.
What does he have?
48s. Roll 48s.
There we go.
It's plus 5. Good lord, 13.
Arc.
Oh my goodness gracious. Well, I mean, it's a bonus. I mean, he's looking better, right? It's not terrible. He's looking better.
So, just to make you aware for this fight, Ulfgar has 0 spell slots available.
Yeah. You're gonna have to rage.
Good. So they have entered into the fight. Anything else, Ava? As you descend, right? Just as the pink seller had done, started yelling and giving people some instructions. Anything else, Ava?
That's all my movement, all my action.
Upstairs, I'm going to keep tabs of what's happening as they ascend up the stairs. This is the knight trying to get upstairs. He makes it. Easily ascends. Sister. She's struggling in the rain. Alkalite 1. So we see like above deck, right? These soldiers like climbing up stuff. 2, 3. What makes it up? Alu's turn. She's like, Mother, what is it that you want me to do, Mother?
She'll say, there are soldiers boarding the ship. If you can, use the ocean to wash them away.
If that is what you wish, Mother. She goes above deck. Because she has to see what she's doing. Anything else?
The soldiers say, I'll tell Spark to protect her.
It is Spark's turn, so they both ascend up the stairwell. You hear splashing. You hear a strange sound, and you hear splashing and screaming. You hear barks of joy and play. Ulfgar, it is your turn.
He looks to the direwolf at his side.
Are you getting the direwolf involved, Ulfgar?
He is, but he's going to ride the direwolf also. He looks at it. If this is it, we will fight together as one.
Roll me a handle animal as you try to convince this direwolf of your... Yeah,
Ooh.
Jump on board, buddy. Let's go ahead and send him to the back, and then you to the front. Forward. There we go. There we go. All right. You easily, the direwolf, looks at you, right? And dwarf and wolf nod in agreement as the direwolf acts on your turn, Ulfgar.
How does the tower shield work being mounted?
That's a good question. So you don't have any feats. There's literal feats for mounted combat. I don't think you have any of them, but you can use your shield to protect your mount, I believe. Something like that.
Would he still be able to do the hunker down thing too and get the bonus to his AC?
You would gain the bonus, but not the wolf.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, that does.
Okay. It's the mob's turn. The mob turns.
Does Ulfgar and the wolf get moved?
Turn.
Yeah. You have 50 movement, Ulfgar.
Ulfgar is going to bound up to the second deck with the wolf.
Excellent.
I'm trying to calculate how much movement speed that would take, but Chrome just locked up. Yeah, he would get just to the top.
Yeah, it took me 30 to get down the stairs and to the stairwell of the third.
Right, he would get just to the stairwell.
You guys are currently joined up. Alu and Spark has gone upstairs. You guys have currently joined up, linked up, as battle commences upstairs.
Ulfgar turns to Ava. Lass, go protect your child. If anything goes wrong, I will be taking the tear with me, and we will be sending this vessel to the sea.
Ava will nod because it sounds like a pretty good desperation plan to her. And on her turn, she'll make her way back upstairs.
He says also, remember, those of us who have approached the boat do still have the ability to walk across the waters, but our enemy does not. Because that spell lasts for 8 hours, and it hasn't been 8 hours since we started.
Oh, nice.
Oh, no. It's only been maybe maximum of 2 hours. Maximum. Okay. Anything else, Ulfgar? As you are giving final instructions to Ava before battle commences.
He can have the direwolf dash and get him upstairs, and then he can attack. We will do that.
Excellent. Split the party again. Split. Running up and downstairs. I love it. This is the whole point of this dungeon. It's like, yeah, just go upstairs. Yeah, just go back downstairs. All right, we are above stairs. Oh, Ulfgar, that's when you notice like this giant wave come crashing down upon the Inquisition as you see Alu literally taking a tidal wave and doing this motion, and this huge wave is literally slamming their ships against the bow of the turtle ship, right? And they're like getting rocked back and forth. However, a lot of troops are currently on board. Let's go ahead and place you right here. You're currently above deck. Lou is currently doing this, right? But the dog's barking like rawr, 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 rawr. As soon as the wave commences, right, you see this massive wave. It suddenly dies down, right, and crashes. And roll me a knowledge arcana as you realize that the wave instantly stops because of something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Another spellcaster.
Something else happened actually. But
I know what it is. I know what it is.
Yep. Yeah.
The Inquisition is back on their bull. Is what happened.
Yep. A new Inquisition has arrived. Yep. It is the mob's turn. The mob. You see this mob like charge after this.
Hold on. It was still Ulfgar's turn. He still has an action he hasn't used.
You dashed.
He can have the mount dash, and he still has his full action.
That is true. What are you going to do, Ulfgar?
Could I see the map?
You should be able to see it. Are you above deck?
I'm still on the middle deck.
Okay. I grabbed you and put you there. Let's try this again. There we go. Can you see now?
I can see tiles and drawn stuff. It might take a second to look.
Okay.
Like I don't see any icons yet.
Try refreshing.
Right when I clicked it, that's when everything loaded.
Come on, Roll20, get on it. Get on it, Roll20. Get on it. I am reconnecting. I believe he crashed.
I'm reconnecting.
Okay, good.
I'm reloading. So I wonder what earth controlling spells are going to affect a metal ship.
We'll find out.
I think we're about to find out. That's about all he's got left.
Getting that top Beifong on.
Yes, excellent, excellent. So anyways, I will continue with the mob, right? As Ulfgar makes his way back. Unless he's doing something, he's casting a spell, I assume?
Yeah, he's either going to be casting a spell or raging and attacking. I just want to see what the battlefield looks like.
Okay, so the mob hasn't moved yet.
But
Any faces.
now I am still loading.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
I see Ava. I see Lynn. Leah. I don't see Ulfgar. Okay,
There we
now I
go.
see you. All right. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. Did you think that this was over, Ulfgar? Did you think that you just claim a ship and be done and over with? Did you think that there would not be a counter assault?
He was thinking he had 1 hit point left and couldn't do much. He was hoping Ava would be able to take care of things.
I mean, she had opportunities. It's the mist. It's the rain. It's the rain. Can you see it now, Ulfgar?
Yes, I'm checking radiuses right now.
Oh my gosh. Get out of here with that cheese. As Ulfgar is figuring out what he's going to do, the mob moves up and begins beating down this flatulent. So you get 2 attacks because there's 2 of them. And they miss. The faithful. Oh yeah, she easily climbs up. And that's
Hold on. On Ulfgar's turn, he is going to cause an erupting earth over here.
excellent. Do it. Do it. Tell me what it looks like on this iron vessel.
Ugh. I imagine lots of screeching of metal.
Yeah. It's literally metal, like moving and shifting at Ulfgar's command. Can you make that not solid?
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. That way we can see what's going on.
He is going to reach out and clench his fist as parts of the hole begin to be misshapen and protrude into little spikes.
Post it. Post it.
That is
rolled minimum damage. So a lot of reflex saves happen, right? A lot of reflex saves. Start with everybody who's on deck. 2, 3, 4, 5. And the faithful is going to climb up there too, so she'll be taking the damage too. So everybody who's on there, right, will not be taking damage. So I just moved everybody ahead. So what's the DC on this? Makes it, fails. Let's see here. That is... Oh, I need one more. Makes it. Okay, so what happens when they make it? So 2 of them take damage, right?
they take half damage.
Excellent. So 4
The ones that don't make it are knocked prone, and that whole area is made rough terrain.
Excellent. So this one takes 8. Let's do the ones that failed. So 8 first. And then 8. Oh, that was close. And then everybody else makes it. Okay. And then failed ones take 4 points. You need to do a little bit more damage, man. You need to do just a little bit more damage.
Yeah, every time he uses Disrupting Earth, it always does garbage damage.
That's 4.
He's never rolled very high with Disrupting Earth.
Okay, and then so climbed up, flatulence. When they start their turn, do they take damage or do what happens?
I think it's if they move or something.
Oh yeah, they're definitely going to get out of it.
No, nothing else happens. It's a one and done. It causes difficult terrain and.
Okay, so difficult terrain means double movement to get through it, right?
Yeah. Means they can't move very much when they're in it.
4, 5, 6. So they're double moving out of it. Right.
Yeah, so if the rough terrain takes it's 5 feet a square, it's 10 feet a square for terrain.
And the flagellant, this one's like going crazy, and he's going to attack recklessly. He has this club, right? He's like, ah! He's the only one that's currently engaged in combat with the mob. And he has advantage on this roll.
Shit.
Okay, in his fury, right? He knocks out the mob. In his fury of just whacking them, right? They're terrified of him, and they literally fall dead as he begins pummeling them to death. The mob is gone. Yeah. Yeah, he critted him, so... Ava, it's your turn as you watch this one single flagellant going ape shit crazy.
I'm still downstairs.
Oh yeah.
I haven't done this.
You hear it though. You hear like, Ava, help us!
So I will go up the stairs. That's
join the party, Ava. You see what's it's now all join forces and be one.
15.
You guys remember that moment on the street where these guys nearly defeated you, and now you face them once again. But you're not alone this time. You now have allies.
So I will move. Yeah. I'll move here and swipe at the guy with my Reachy glaive.
Do it. You have advantage on this. He was recklessly attacking, so you have advantage on this. Swing, swing. That's a hit. That's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage on the first one. He's not down. He's not down. So he takes 4. Then he takes 3. He is still not down. His unnatural resilience, as you're like whacking on him, he's just like, "Rah!" You've seen this before. No, actually, you haven't seen this before.
She has, though. When the fledglings attacked, they also raged.
But wasn't she unconscious?
Yeah,
No.
wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Not for the first part of that fight. I mean, she didn't instantly go unconscious.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The knight moves out, and he needs to make a will save. He stops at the beauty of Allure. Literally just like walks out, is like, oh. It's the sister's turn. She here in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She makes it out, and then she needs to make a will save. She makes it. Let's see here. Can she do anything? She lifts up her holy symbol, the symbol of the Holy Master, and casts a spell. Roll me Knowledge Arcana, both of you.
Is it a cleric spell?
It is.
Then I should probably know what this is.
Probably do. Oh yeah.
I know what
Actually,
it
it'd
is.
be knowledge religion. It would be knowledge religion, but we'll take that as.
I mean, I have a higher bonus for religion.
Yeah, so take the number. It's only a DC 12, but it is aid.
Okay, yes, I know it.
Yep.
I
Everybody gets.
got the bonus.
Yep. Everybody gets temporary hit points who have been damaged. It kind of just counters a little bit. Just kind of counters slightly of what you've done, Ulfgar. You realize, like, the guys who were, like, damaged before, they get their hit points back, pretty much. Not all of it, but, you know, some of it back. And they also gain temporary hit points, which is nice as well. Cool. Cool. Is she going to do anything else? No.
This is
Alkali's turn.
Do the dishes.
He is going to attempt to climb up. He makes it, and he takes damage. And then we have
This is a
one more.
reminder. Do the dishes.
Right? Ulfgar, when they enter into this area, right? They take damage.
No, they
Yeah,
don't take
two of
any
them.
damage. It's just rough terrain. It's
two of
not
them.
that exciting of a spell.
All right. Oh, well.
Yeah,
Well, then they're
it's
stopped.
pretty
here.
mediocre.
I don't think the pointy metal wouldn't spike them.
I mean, it says
yeah.
you choose a point you can see on the ground. A fountain of churned earth erupts from the stone. Each creature in the area must make a saving throw or take 3d12, or half as much, and the ground becomes difficult terrain. That's all it does. It is an instant burst of little damage and rough terrain.
This guy moves out of it, right? He pulls out what appears to be like a shabby-looking longbow, right? And having a perfect opportunity to strike, he fires at... Who's he going to fire at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got a lovely selection. Up, down, left to right. Oh, and 1 and 2. So, okay. Oh. 1, 2, 3. Allure. He targets Allure.
No!
And misses. The arrow goes flying above her, right? And she dodges out of the way.
Oh.
Ulfgar, it is your turn. And the wolf acts on your turn as well.
Well, this doesn't seem like it's going to be going well to him. So he's going to run down and take the tier, and we're going to sink the ship.
Interesting. Are you abandoning your friends to go downstairs? Because this is all happening.
He will tell Ava as he passes, not like a yelling voice, but he's going to tell her that he is going to be taking the tier, and we are going to be abandoning ship.
You run downstairs. I will transfer you over to... Because this all is taking time.
I mean, literally, he walked up, and then he's going to run right back down.
I love you guys. It's like, I'm going upstairs. Oh, crap. I mean, I was expecting Ava, or at least one of you guys, to make the perception on that. So let's go ahead and take Ulfgar. Place him right there. Come on, place him right there.
I was there, and then now I'm not.
Well, everybody was moved over there.
No, Ulfgar's back on the top.
Yeah, there we go. We got everybody now. Ulfgar is currently down below in the pale light, right? That's his done. Is he doing anything else? Just going down upstairs?
I mean, I think that's all he can do. The wolf doesn't have that much movement speed to get anywhere.
50, which is literally up and down. It's literally up.
Well, and if it does, it can dash, which gives it 100.
That is true, but it's in a straight line. Dashing's only in a straight line.
What?
Pretty sure dashing's only in a straight line. Isn't it? You might want to check that, but we'll say that you're near the near the orb, the gem. For story's sake.
Yeah, it doesn't say anywhere on here that it has to be in a straight line.
I thought it had to be. Maybe it's the charge feat. That's what I'm thinking. Charge or something. You can do that.
Yeah, the charge feature. If you try to charge something, you have to do it in a straight line. Yes.
This is where I need Ava to give me a wisdom saving throw. And then a knowledge arcana. Ulfgar is currently not there. And she is the first one there, so... Wisdom saving throw, Ava.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Ava, all of a sudden, you feel like yourself becoming paralyzed, right? You begin bunching up, and you feel unable to move. And unfortunately for you, roll me knowledge arcana if you like, or religion, knowledge religion. You feel paralyzed. You know that this is hold person.
So I cannot move at all?
You are currently under the condition of belief is paralyzed. And bad for you is like these flatulence come running up to you. They automatically hit. And they automatically crit.
No.
Yeah, this is bad. This is really bad. Good news is that they don't do a lot of damage. But it's damage. You automatically take 2 points plus... with these clubs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they begin beating on you relentlessly. 5, 6, 11... take 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 points of damage as they just start. And unfortunately, they automatically hit and automatically crit. You notice that these flagellants are out of their mind and crazy. And Allura's presence, right, has no effect on them whatsoever. Unlike the knight, who's kind of currently just gawking at her, these guys seem to be not affected at all. They don't even seem to like pay any attention to her beauty or anything. They seem to have a soulless, mindless, driven force. Ava, roll me another wisdom saving throw. It's gonna be close. What's the DC? What's your DC? 13. Ah, you make it. Oh, DC's 13. You made it. Ava, you are no longer paralyzed, and you are able to defend yourself. That's the end of your turn, unfortunately, as you free yourself from her cruel shackling. It's the knight's turn. He's trying to get out of his own little dilemma. Nope. He's just staring at Allura's beauty, just mesmerized. The sister's turn. She points at you, Ava, and she says, "Kneel." And Ava, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
A what?
A wisdom saving throw, as she commands you to kneel. Kneel before the might of the Holy Master.
Ugh.
You fall upon your knees, begging forgiveness. Actually, not begging for forgiveness. You just fall upon your knees as she commands you. Acolyte's turn. The good news is that he is not targeting you, Ava. He is currently targeting Allura. And there are 3 arrows that are going to be fired at her.
No.
Uh-oh.
No.
2 of them hit.
No.
She cries out in pain as these arrows pierce her. Where's the lure in this? Did I forget to add her? I did.
Yeah, I was gonna say she hasn't done anything for a couple of turns.
Hasn't done anything here. Let's go ahead and resolve this real quick. D die 8s. 2 of them hit. Die 8s. +3, 10.
No.
Yep, 16 points. She takes 16 points of damage as she screams out in pain as these arrows pierce her flesh. And let's go ahead and roll for her initiative. I thought I did. Where is Spark's initiative too? Where's Spark?
Yeah, Spark had 10 and she had.
Yeah.
So they should be after the night before
Did I
the.
delete them? I must have deleted them.
I think just moving up and down.
Yeah.
All the.
What did she have? You said
She had 12 and Spark had 10.
10. Okay, and then descending. Alkalites just went. Allure's turn. She comes up and literally, let's see here, what is she gonna do? She's infant, right? She doesn't know a lot of stuff, but she does know how to punch. She grabs this flagellant, who's like in a berserker rage, and she slowly plants a kiss upon him. He needs to do a con save.
Yeah.
Ava, in your horror, as
In
you're
my
like
what?
on your knees, in your horror,
Oh, horror.
on your knees, as she like grabs this guy, right, and she literally gives him a kiss. He's like taken back, right, and then all of a sudden you notice like he starts to like choke up seawater, and literally dies right next to you, choking on seawater. Spark's turn. Having an ally nearby, he gains advantage on this. And that's going to be close. What's his bonus? +3. Oh yeah, he hits. And then he does... Does solid damage to this flagellant, as he does half damage. Yeah, it bites viciously. Ulfgar, what are you doing, buddy? We're gonna do a cutscene over to Ulfgar as he's down in the depths of the ship.
Ulfgar grabs the grimoire and grabs the gem.
The ship suddenly lurches, right, at the sudden shift. Ulfgar, you sense like power within your hand, right? It feels good. It feels strong. It feels almost like that of the
other
Tear
tier
of the
that he
blood.
has. Then he's going to right over here and pocket some gold real quick.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a dex. You seem to be grabbing a lot of stuff here. Sure. Roll me a dex.
That was a
You
dex
reach
save.
out.
That was a save, not a dex check.
Well, it's the same thing. He's got a
Yeah.
0 bonus.
You reach out
see.
to grab some gold, right? But it all slides out of your hand, right? Yeah.
And then we're gonna keep on riding right back.
Okay. You're going to come back upstairs now, I assume?
Yes, he's got the book. He's got the gem. The ship's sinking. It's time for us to jump off the edge and run away.
Above deck, you notice this, right? You see Allure giving this guy a kiss and falling down, right? Choking on seawater. Ava's given up and just bowing to the Inquisition. The dog is currently fighting a flagellant. What do you do as we switch over Ulfgar?
He is going to tell everyone to we are leaving the ship. And he is going to...
What you going to do, buddy?
Has one of the fledglings been injured?
Of course, yeah, this one right here.
He is going to...
I mean, they're all
Toll of the
injured,
Dead, that
but
one.
yeah, sure. It's a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, son of a gun. What's up with these horrible rolls?
I don't know, man. I don't know. He's got a...
Yes, it is a wisdom saving throw, but it's only 5 necrotic damage. He fails and takes 5 necrotic damage.
Oh no, he's not dead yet. The bells toll for him, but he's like you, right, Ulfgar? He's just like, Rah! And that's when the faithful points at you, Ulfgar, and commands you to get off the direwolf. Roll
So
me a wisdom
dismount?
saving throw. Yep. Ah. You understand her? You hear her? Yeah, no, whatever, bro, whatever.
I mean, cleric versus cleric fights don't usually work out too well for either.
Flap.
Yeah.
I mean, she's trying, right? She's trying. The flagellants have a lovely selection here. The first one has 3, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, on the poor dog. And then the other flagellant has only 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. So this one right here is attacking you, Ava, who has advantage because you're prone. And this one has advantage because it's crazy.
Aw.
Yep. So it doesn't really stack much. Oh, that's a hit.
What?
What's their bonus to
No.
hit? +2. Ava, you are incredibly lucky as the flagellant in his wild swings hitting you, but it just keeps hitting your armor. Unfortunately, this one definitely hits your poor dog.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Ugh.
A solid damage, though. Solid damage. The Feyhound yelps in pain as the bludgeoning strikes of the flagellant. Just... Ava, it's your turn. I believe command is over, right? It only lasts for 1 round.
I am gonna pop a spell on the 3.
Now you cast spells.
And they're like, oh, heretics! Look at all these spellcasters. Heretics. Freezing hands. Awesome. It's a reflex save, right?
I believe so, yeah. It says...
Makes it. He dies.
So they take half damage if they make it.
Tell me how one keels over frozen to death.
It just sort of, when he was going up the ladders and such, he got a bit of water on him, and that just freezes him solid and like pierces into his skin.
Do you stand up?
I think I would like to, but
You stand up.
yeah.
The knight is still beguiled. He's just like, oh, wow. Let's see, what's that DC? Yeah, she's just so amazing. She's just so amazing. The sister, what's she going to do? Oh, she's going to climb up. She makes it. Acolytes. That's seeing the greatest threat, the direwolf and dwarf, or the water lady who just sucked out somebody's soul. I think they're going to target the water lady who's sucking out people's soul.
No.
She literally. The biggest.
Did she
threat right
regain
now.
hit points though? Is it that ability where she regains hit points for it?
No, she doesn't gain that. She doesn't do that. Miss. Come on now, roll for me. Roll for me. Okay, miss. They all miss.
Oh, thank God.
Allure locks on to the next one, and seeing like she just was the guy who was just attacking you, Ava. She literally reaches out, grabs him, and he needs to make. Oh, he makes it. Yep, 15. DC's 15. So she like kisses him, right? And he's just like, no. He resists her, right? He says, praise the Holy Master. I will smite you. I will kill you. And then Spark, he has advantage. Hits. This dog latches onto him, but only does half damage to this flagellant. Ulfgar, it is your turn.
He is going to take the opportunity to run over here with his wolf and pull the trigger.
This one right here?
Yep.
Excellent. Roll me an intelligence roll.
He's seen this thing fired before, and he's fired it before himself.
Yeah.
This is gonna suck anyways, though.
Yeah, but that at least is for advantage.
Ulfgar, right? You pull the trigger, right? You pull the lever, and then you remember nobody reloaded it.
Didn't get reloaded?
Nobody reloaded it.
Hold on. I need to calculate movement.
I mean, you've done crossbows and stuff like that, so you know that ammunition's required. Would you like to reload it?
Yeah, I guess he will try to.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll me intelligence as you try to figure out this contraption.
Ooh.
Yeah, there we go. You easily find like a canister, right? And like stick it back in, right? You feel like the pressure is starting to mount again within it, right?
He hunkers down, knowing that he'll probably be the target of some attacks now. He positions his tower shield to try and protect himself and the wolf.
That's right, because he got off, didn't he? No, he didn't.
No, he's still on the direwolf. This is interesting because he's got a tower shield and his holy symbol, and he's got this cannon off to the side. But yes, all this stuff is happening. The faithful, she clearly knows what's going on, and she clearly gives orders to everybody spread out as she quickly realizes what Ulfgar is going to do. She moves, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and she begins climbing up the post. Everybody has been instructed to like spread out, right? And then she's going to, what's she going to do? She's got another thing she can do. Then she can climb up easily. She casts Bless. She gets a lovely selection of who she wants to bless. She's going to bless. Oh, I know who she's going to bless. Should the archers. Bless the archers. Yeah. So blessed. Blessed. She's going to bless herself? No, she's going to bless the knight. Because he needs the help. So many rolls that could have been saved. Blessed. Excellent. She does not bless herself. And top of the round, and this is where we're going to end it. This is where we're going to end it. As Ulfgar, like, I'm going to pull the trigger. And everybody's like, run! Spread out!
I mean, if we can just hold out the way the ship goes down, we don't.
You don't know how many turns it's been until it sinks.
No, I know. I'm just saying, the longer we can hold out, the better.
Or we could just run.
Yeah.
I mean, they have control of a sinking ship now,
Yeah.
and they no longer have the artifact they needed to keep it afloat.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't seem like, it seems like they brought clerics to an elemental.
Excellent. We will see you folks in the next video. I mean, bad rolls. What can I say? Counterattack so easily, get right on shore. I mean, I was.
But she found that pretty sapphire though, with that crit when she was searching the desk.
It's a prototype. It's a prototype. We'll see you folks in the next episode. Bye.